You won't believe this, but 95% of your thoughts today are the same thoughts you had yesterday. This is not a theory. It's a human behavioral pattern. If your thoughts are on repeat, then so is your life. Same reactions, same patterns, same limits. Most people will stay stuck there forever because they never learn how to break the mental loop that isn't bad luck. But we're not here to stay stuck. We're here to discover the alchemy of the rarest kind of mind, the meta-mind. A mindset so grounded, so sharp, so radically different from the norm that most people can't even recognize it when they see it. Come with me. We're going to dig deep and expose common habits that quietly destroy mental strength. We can rewrite the loop. These aren't the usual suspects. These are subtle, socially accepted patterns that feel normal but keep you average. And I'm not above them. None of us are. If you've ever felt like you were meant for something sharper, clearer, harder to break, you were right. You're not like most people. And that's exactly who this video is for. Let's discover what 99% of the world never will. The process of becoming mentally unshakable. The war against your old programming starts now. The first habit sabotaging your mental strength is complaining. I'm not talking about the occasional vent to a friend. I'm talking about that constant, low-grade background noise of negativity. Complaining about the traffic, your boss, the weather, how tired you are. It's the running commentary of everything that's wrong with your world. Seems harmless, right? Wrong. Psychologically, your brain is hardwired with something called a negativity bias. It's an evolutionary survival tool that makes your brain like Velcro for bad experiences and Teflon for good ones. It was designed to keep you safe from threats, but in the modern world, it just makes you an expert at spotting the bad. Every single time you complain, you are practicing being a victim. You're telling your brain that you are powerless. Neuroscientists have a saying, neurons that fire together wire together. The more you complain, the more you carve a literal neural pathway for negativity, making it your brain's default setting. But here's the jaw-dropping part. It's contagious. Because of mirror neurons in your brain, when you listen to someone complain, your brain can simulate their emotional state, releasing stress hormones and putting you in the same negative headspace. Your complaining isn't just weakening you, it's weakening the people around you. So how do you stop it? You need a new rule, the gratitude and action rule. The second you catch yourself complaining, you have to do two things. First, flip the script. Force yourself to find one thing you're grateful for in that moment. It feels weird at first, but it's a direct counterattack on those negative pathways. Second, you focus. You ask yourself one question. What is one small action I can take right now to make this 1% better? Stuck in traffic? Listen to a podcast that will teach you something. House is a mess? Take 2 minutes and clear one surface. This question forces you to shift from a passive victim to an active problem solver. It tells your brain that you're in charge. For things you truly can't change, the action is acceptance. You let it go. That is a position of strength. The second habit, silently destroying your mental strength, is the relentless chase for comfort. This is hitting snooze. Choosing the couch over the gym. Scrolling social media instead of reading a book that challenges you. It's the subconscious avoidance of anything that feels hard. Our world is designed for comfort, but your comfort zone is where growth goes to die. Think of your mind like a muscle. You sit down to work, then suddenly you're on your phone. That's the loop pulling you back. Break it by setting a 10-minute timer. Tell yourself, just do one thing for 10 minutes. That's how focus is built, one block at a time. You don't build physical strength by lifting what's easy. You have to introduce resistance. Your mental strength works the exact same way. Growth and comfort cannot coexist. Every time you choose comfort over a necessary challenge, you send your brain a message. Discomfort is bad. Avoid it. You're weakening your resilience. So when life inevitably hits you with real hardship, a job loss, a health crisis, you'll be completely unprepared. You will break because you never practiced bending. The solution is to practice voluntary discomfort. There's a powerful psychological principle here. Hardship you choose is far less stressful on your mind than hardship that is forced upon you. It builds a psychological buffer against life's real challenges. Here's the mindset shift. Do one thing every single day that you don't want to do. This isn't about climbing a mountain tomorrow. It's about winning small battles. Take a 30-second cold shower. Start with your hardest task at work. Make that phone call you've been dreading. Here's a fact. Studies show that when you face a fear and overcome it, your brain gets a boost of dopamine, the very chemical that enhances motivation and mood. You're in a meeting. Imagine your boss looks at your work, then says it. "This isn't what I expected. You need to do better." In front of everyone, your chest tightens, that voice in your head kicks in. "I'm not good enough." Everyone's watching. Old you wants to defend, explain, or shut down completely, but the strong mind pauses. Just one breath. You look up and say calmly, "Thanks for the feedback, I'll take another look." Later, in private, you ask yourself, was there something useful in what they said? You don't fight the tone, you extract the truth, and you grow. That's mental strength, not silence, not submission, just quiet control when it matters most. You are teaching your brain that discomfort isn't a threat. Discomfort is the feeling of growth. That feeling of resistance is no longer a stop sign. It's a compass, pointing you exactly where you need to go. This brings us to the final habit, the one that guarantees you stay stuck, making excuses. I don't have time. I'm too tired. I don't have the right genetics. Excuses are the stories we tell ourselves to avoid a powerful psychological pain called cognitive dissonance. This is the mental stress you feel when your actions contradict your beliefs about who you are. If you believe you're a hard worker, but you procrastinate, that creates internal tension. Making an excuse, "I was too tired," is a defense mechanism to relieve that tension. It gets worse. Some people take this to an extreme, with a behavior psychologists call self-handicapping. This is where you proactively create obstacles to your own success. For example, a student might party the night before a big exam. Why? So if they fail, they can blame the party, not their own intelligence or effort. It's a tragic form of self-protection that guarantees failure. Every time you make an excuse, you dissolve all accountability. Mentally strong people believe they are the architects of their lives. So, what do? You adopt a mindset of extreme ownership. This is the game changer. It's the principle of taking absolute responsibility for everything in your world. Here's how you do it. Audit your language. Catch yourself whenever you say "I can't" or blame someone else. Then you reframe it. "I don't have time" becomes "How can I make this a priority?" "I'm too tired" becomes "I feel tired, but what can I do for just 10 minutes?" "I don't know how" becomes "Where can I learn how?" You shift from a statement of limitation to a question of strategy. When you make a mistake, don't make an excuse. Ask yourself, what was my role in this? And what will I do differently next time? This isn't about blame, it's about empowerment. All right, be honest with yourself. Which one of these three habits, complaining, comfort-seeking, or excuse-making, is the one you're going to declare war on starting today? The art of borrowing someone else's strength. Imagine you feel humiliated, your ego's screaming, your chest is tight, your brain's running wild. It feels personal, it feels unfair. Now pause. Ask yourself, if someone I deeply respect went through this exact moment, how would they respond? Not someone perfect, but someone powerful, someone steady, bulletproof. Think of them. Maybe it's a mentor, a leader, a version of you haven't met yet. Imagine them getting the same criticism, the same rejection, the same public blow to their pride. Do they panic? Do they lash out? No, they stay still, they breathe, they don't shrink, they collect. They respond like someone who's seen storms before and doesn't fear the wind anymore. Now, try on that mindset just for a minute, like slipping into a new jacket. You don't have to fake confidence, you just borrow it long enough to stand tall again. And the more you borrow it, the more it starts to feel like yours. That's how the mentally strong are built, not born, rehearsed. So there they are, the victim's voice of complaining, the growth killer of comfort-seeking, the accountability thief of excuse-making. Changing these habits isn't easy. That popular myth that it takes 21 days to form a habit, it's just that a myth. Scientific research shows the average is closer to 66 days, and it can take some people up to 254 days. So be patient, but be persistent. Mental strength is not a destination. It is a daily practice. It's forged in the small choices you make every single hour. It's the choice to ask, what can I do? Instead of sighing about what's wrong, it's the choice to take the cold shower and lean into the discomfort. It's the choice to look in the mirror and say, this is on me. You have a choice. You are not a victim of your circumstances. You are the one in control. By eliminating these 3 habits, you stop being the effect and you start being the cause. That is the essence of mental strength. That is where your true potential is waiting. Now go and claim it. Make sure to subscribe because we're just getting started. Stay strong. Keep pushing. I'll see you in the next one.